toxic masculinity.
Facebook now allows users to say that COVID was man-made. All right, now this isn't really a story so much as... I mean, I'll go ahead and read the story a little bit, but the whole reason I wanted to bring this up was simply to say this. Thank you so much, Facebook. Oh, I feel like we've been blessed in a way by the amazing lords of Facebook. Those magical beings at Facebook that grant us the freedom to say things that are true. Because none of us should really say anything that Facebook says we shouldn't say. So it's really nice. It's really a relief. It is a kind of blessing when Facebook says, they grant us, they sort of anoint us with the glorious ability to say things. I hate Facebook. I hate all these social media a-holes. Like, what the hell? They're now allowing us to say certain things? F off, Facebook. You know what you need to let us say? Anything we flipping want to say. What the hell are you banning us from saying things? Oh, I have an idea about something. I think it's like this. Facebook, no. You cannot say that. You cannot say things that we disagree with. You can only say the things that we approve. And if you think that, you're wrong. Well, no, we're not wrong, actually. Turns out we're flipping right. We're right about a lot of stuff. We're not allowed to say that COVID escaped from a lab or that it was man-made, potentially maybe man-made. We're not allowed to say that we think there was election fraud. You're not allowed to say that, guys, because the magical beings on the left have determined through their magical wisdom and genius that, oh no, the election was perfect. And if we ever say anything other than that, well, then we're going against the Facebook gods. The lords of YouTube, the kings of Twitter. Well, I do not give a crap what you morons think. And by the way, these degenerate companies, they bring in these third-party fact checkers. At least Facebook does. I think YouTube might do something similar, and Twitter does for sure. They bring in these third-party fact checkers to determine what's true and what isn't. The problem is they're all flipping leftists. They're all leftists. I did a report on this the other day. It's like, how the hell are you going to get a balanced view of what's really true and what isn't if you just bring in these radical, hardcore leftists, these anti-Trumpers, these never-Trumpers, these people who they like BLM, they like Antifa, they prefer Joe Biden, they hate Trump, they hate Republicans, they hate conservatives. And shocker, for some reason, all the fact checkers, they're constantly pointing out things that Republicans are saying and saying, that's a lie, that's misinformation, that's a conspiracy theory. And they're constantly pointing out things Democrats are saying and going, actually, you should leave, that's actually fine. That's actually good. Democrats can go ahead and say all that stuff. Despite the fact that all of it is absolute garbage. And it's not just absolute garbage in the sense like, I'm a conservative and I don't like what these leftists are saying. It's absolute garbage in the sense that, it's provably wrong. There's a lot of stuff Democrats say that's provably false. There's evidence to show that it's false. Some of it's even illogical. It doesn't even make sense. But that stuff never gets flagged. That stuff never gets banned. It's only what we're saying. And then it seems like every single time we say something that gets censored or banned, turns out that it's true, right? Turns out that it's true. Some of this stuff we know is true ahead of time, right? Oh, my brother's calling. You guys want to hear my brother for a second? Hold on a sec. Hey, Nick.
Yeah.
You are on the air. You want to say anything to the fans of toxic masculinity?
I have an amazing brother.
Well,
John,
my other brother. Yeah, I was gonna say I'll tell John that you said so. All right, brother. I should get back to the show. Do you have any news? Anything exciting going on?
No, I just have a request of you later.
A personal thing, nothing to do with politics.
My sister's turning 40, and I want you to print out some gag stuff for me.
Oh, she's turning 40. Oh, that's cool. Is she having a party somewhere? What's going on?
Yeah, in her backyard, she's gonna have a barbecue. But I was gonna have you, since you're not there. I
Well,
thought
I might, maybe I'll fly up.
maybe you'll fly up.
Yeah.
I thought about you could make purchasing her a plot, like a cemetery
Oh,
plot.
good, Nick. Come on, like she's that old.
But I'm bad at making stuff. But you're good at like making a document
Like a fake. Okay, well, I'll talk to you about it when I get done with the show. That's pretty funny.
All right.
You sicko. All right, chat soon, Nick.
All right.
All right, bye, brother. Love you too. That was my brother Nick. He wants me to make a prank cemetery plot certificate because my sister's so old. That's a horrible joke. I'm not going to do that. But I might fly up and surprise her. That's quite cool. So I'll go to Oregon for a couple days in June. That'll be fun. All right, sorry about that slight digression there. Interruption. Let's see here. The Western Journal says Facebook reverses course will now allow users to say COVID was man-made. Facebook is walking back at censorship of users who promote the theory that COVID originated in Wuhan, China, in the lab as the concept picks up steam around the country. I don't really want to read this article. It's pointless. It's pointless. I really didn't want to feature this as news so much. I just wanted to talk about it and sarcastically thank, the dukes of Facebook for condescending to allow us to say things that are true. I mean, what a bunch of absolute pieces of garbage. You know, this crap wouldn't happen where they find out, oh, did we just censor something that's actually true? That wouldn't happen if you didn't censor things. There's no reason to censor stuff. I mean, they have this idiotic idea that conservatives are out there expressing ideas that are false because we're all a bunch of, gullible morons. But worse than that, that the things that we're expressing to the public are dangerous, right? Their position is that we believe stupid things, and those stupid things could lead to people getting hurt. What is it? What could it possibly be about the Wuhan lab producing the virus that could possibly in any way hurt anyone? Maybe they were thinking that like that's somehow contributing to the anti-Asian violence that's occurring throughout the country. Let me tell you something, Facebook. I highly doubt that any of the black thugs that have gone around beating up Asians in America recently have any of them have watched my show. All right, I don't think black thugs watch my show. I don't think white supremacists watch my show. I don't think Antifa watches my show. Maybe some of them to keep an eye on me. I don't think any of the domestic terrorist types, BLM, I don't think any of the kind of like radicalized people from either side, if you even want to consider white supremacist right wing, which I definitely do not. I don't think any of these radical types watch my show. None of them watch my show. None of them watch any of our shows in which we say we think that the virus came from the lab in Wuhan. Right? That's not a level of news. That's not, speculation about current events that makes any difference whatsoever to the people beating up Asians in the streets. You know who's beating up Asians in the streets? Morons. Morons hear a vague little thing in the news about, the virus coming from China, which is absolutely true. But they hear that one thing and then they immediately go, Chinese people are making us sick. I hate those Chinese people. And then they beat up Chinese people. I don't know why I did like a hick accent. I mean, obviously these aren't hicks. They're black thugs, probably gang members. Just the dregs of society, criminals, bad people. The weird thing about the left is like they don't want anyone to ever suspect that any black person could ever be a thug or a bad person in the world. It's like the weirdest friggin' thing. They try to pretend every white person is bad, but every black person is like pure and perfect. And it's like, guys, there are great black people, but there are also thugs and bad black people too. There are certainly racist white people and awful white people. There aren't very many, but there are some. But most white people are not bad people. You know, and the media's got everything all twisted. Like, all white people are bad, all black people are good. No. Some white people are good, some black people are good. Some white people are bad, some black people are bad. That's how it goes, and that's it. And that's the end of the story. And it has nothing to do with your political views. It has nothing to do with your faith. It has nothing to do with, even if you, it doesn't matter what group you're in or how you think about the world. These are facts that can be perceived simply by living in the world for a little bit, right? Everybody knows this. I think even people who are like, if you talk to like a really, really hardcore black racist, and you say, have you ever met any nice white people? I'm sure that they'll probably go, yeah, I mean, of course I met some nice white people, right? So he is a racist despite his own experience, in spite of his own experience. And if you ask a white racist the same thing, like a hardcore skinhead white supremacist, you say, have you ever met any good black people, or have you ever known of any good black people? They're probably going to go, well, yeah, you know. So they're a racist despite their experience, right? So it's not... We all live in the world. We all see the good and the bad, and we see that it doesn't, it's not... That all crosses racial lines. Good people and bad people of all races. That's it, right? That's it. So this, I mean, I don't know, whatever. That was a bit of a digression, but the point is, Facebook should not be telling us what we can say and what we cannot say because they think that conservatives all spread disinformation and all of disinformation is dangerous. No, it isn't. Stop censoring people. End of story. Let's move on to the next one, shall we? All right. Sorry, wrong thing. Okay, there we are. Yes, that's what I need. Okay, story number 4. Oh, this is a good one, folks. This is a very good one. I'm going a little bit long today, but I'll try to keep these ones quick. Number 4. Hunter and Joe... Sorry, let me try that again. Hunter and Joe's dinner with shady foreign business partners. All right, so what do we got going on here? Uh-oh, wrong thing. There we are. Hunter Biden brought VP Joe to dinner with shady business partners. Thank you, New York Post, for reporting the truth, because nobody else seems to. Toxic Masculinity. Weekdays, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific.